Sarah Creek Drive and I don't know, FM 1870 something Pecan Drive in Pfluegerville, 1875. I don't know, Farm to Market Road. There's some police tape up, so I won't be able to get too close, but I want to see, be able to report to you what's going on. There's been ICE and SWAT reported down here by, I believe it was Reporte Austin. And it was reported to me through channels, so I got here as soon as I can from South Austin, here in Pfluegerville, which is north of Austin. I have to come up the interstate, Highway 35. What's going on there? I know you got some agent there walking around. Somebody. Should I turn my body cam on? Yeah. It's good. Get this area here, which is a sump or a groundwater containment area. We got a lot of unmarked vehicles here. It's Texas exempt 1264822 Dodge Ram van with no windows. What is that? What are you using that for? It's your tax money. What's it being used for? Travis County. Just random stuff here. NDP, Nancy David Paul 0747, non-exempt. You know what's going on?
I'll not talk about it.
Oh, you don't know what's going on?
Oh, I do.
Is it public information?
Not yet.
Okay, is there a PIO on site?
No, sir.
Okay, be my own PIO then.
No problem.
All right. Randy, Larry George, 0657, non-exempt. Got a lot of personal vehicles here. Another black unmarked vehicle, non-exempt. Larry George Victor, 0226, Ford Explorer, Police Edition. Police Interceptor Edition. Looks like there's a box here. There's a box here. There's a lot of exhaust here too. Whew. So we got some agents over there. They don't want to be identified apparently. They're hiding. Good. Hide. Hide from the public. I think that's what the public officials should do, is hide. There's some people over here taking pictures. Apparently this vehicle here, this little Toyota, what does it say? DAV4, something. Might be a RAV. It was the attention of the officers being investigated. There's another unmarked right here. The police lights embedded. I can't read. I don't think it's exempt. Nancy David Paul 0. Was it D740? 4D? I can't read that. Anyway, another one's leaving. There's more on the other side probably. Nobody wants to tell anybody what's going on. But like, you got all this. You got all this. For what? For what? What is all this for? I'm kind of curious now. I don't know if HSI was here, any of the ICE contractors, any of that. They're taking pictures inside there. Did they kill somebody or not? I don't see EMS. I see this basically crime scene investigators. I'm not sure what they're up to. But now we got the attention of all these domestic terrorists over here, undercovers. Bunch of domestic terrorists. There's another way to get over here, by the way. And if they give me any trouble, I'll be over here. I was gonna come underground. I can't come underground over here, but figured I'd just walk down the street like a regular old citizen. Regular old reporter. Each car here has been wrecked on the side. I'm not sure when it was wrecked, if it had anything to do with this incident or not. But yeah, those people there don't want to be in the scene. They don't want to be in the video, although they're part of the scene. So they have to tell us what's going on. That's the problem with this. They're going to have to tell the news. The news is supposed to tell you. That's how this works. I don't know what report they Austin or whoever was here before captured or information they gathered, but I think this is a predominantly white neighborhood. I can't imagine that, I don't know. I can't imagine what the story is here. Yeah, you got a SWAT guy with long hair over there, long bushy hair, unkempt hair. Looks like he possibly is strung out on some kind of dope. Couldn't tell you from here. Intoxication, alcohol, drugs, unknown. That's what the police say on the radios. Unknown. Weapons, unknown. Certainly armed and dangerous. So I guess I shouldn't even say weapons, unknown. But here we are. And these ladies are taking pictures. I don't know what they did over here. What are they taking pictures of? If there was no shooting, why is crime scene here if there's no shooting? Citizens coming trying to get to their house and they can't get to their homes because the police have the whole street tapered off right here. I mean, taped off, tapered, whatever. Give them a motorcycle. No, going the other way. All right. How much money did this operation cost? Was there any injuries? What color were the people injured? They're talking to somebody over there in the car, it looked like. They talking to somebody in the car? I don't know what the hell's going on. This incident's been going on for about an hour, I imagine. Because I always get yeah, I think it's been about an hour since the message went out. Man's bringing his kid out. Little neighborhood here. This is what happens in North Austin. I mean, actually not North Austin. What is this? South Pfluegerville? Basically North Austin. If Austin had its way, they'd annex it. But I believe we're in Williamson County. I'm not really sure. Parts of Pfluegerville are in Williamson County, parts are in Travis County. Travis County is a county that encompasses Austin and surrounding territories. And the city of Austin extends into Williamson County in some places. It's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. Let's see if there's a PIO coming. Like some explanation of what's going on over here. Not to say there aren't people of color and poverty in Williamson County and Pfluegerville, but it tends to be a very gentrified, very white, very right-wing, white supremacist crowd. pro-Trump, ultra-MAGA, all that. That's the tendency of the people. Georgetown, Pfluegerville, Round Rock. Williamson County is known to be a place of deep corruption for years. They are the ones that railroaded Michael Moore and shoot. Now I got the name mixed up. Michael, not Michael Moore. What was his name that was railroaded? They made a whole law. Now I'm gonna forget. Well, that's what happens. I don't see Michael Martin, but that's not it. There's the Brady Act. And there's some more vehicles coming up. More people coming up. What was that? Anyways, they'd framed a guy for 20-something years who didn't kill his wife and never caught the murder, and they lied and omitted evidence and made up evidence. So, yeah, that's it was a big deal in Texas, and it was right here in Travis County. Williamson County. Got some more people coming up here. Salaries unknown. Positions unknown. There they are. Some Indian, looks like Indian, possibly Indian people here. Southeast Asian. I think it's all people of color and all minorities should be worried about the current status of the police state. We've seen people in Austin get killed of different races just for their skin color. The cops always get away with it. They say they're trained to kill. Oh, this victim services here. Interesting. Well, what's the deal? So there was a victim apparently. Does the state the victim? I don't think so. Not for victim services. Anyways, you can't be a victim. The victim services won't help you in the case that the police do something to you. I've already been through this. Victim services says they don't help when the police victimize. When the government victimizes you, the government's not interested. But victim services will supposedly help those that have been victimized by other citizens, just not by the government. So what happens? Who do you call when the government is a criminal? Who do you call when the government's a perp? I don't know. So there may be some kind of victim over there, or a kidnapped victim, or just a bystander that got victimized by the state that they want to talk to. But yeah, I'm not going to mess with them over there. I'm going to stay over here for now. For right now, at least. I have no intention of getting involved in any disputes or conversations with anybody, really, other than getting information, which is my job. By the way, where are y'all at? So we're in Pfluegerville. You can see I can't spell it, but you can see how to spell it right there. P-F Pfluegerville right there. There it is. And here's your government agents having a conversation. A private conversation without you, without their body cams on, without any dash cam, in a private vehicle, non-exempt plates. So maybe the victims are the police that they're talking to. Are the police the victims? Crime scene with the unmarked van is walking away. They're all working together. So there's millions of dollars in revenue represented right here, and budgets represented right here. Millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. If you needed something in your neighborhood, or if you need something for your family, if you needed a service from your government, these are the people who took the money that would have gotten that done for you. So you need to know where your money goes. You need to be able to authorize it. You need to be able to vote on it. And that's important reasons to have a free press that tries to tell the truth and not hide the truth. a lot of your media outlets will just cover the same types of stories. I was watching a news article, news broadcast about this yesterday, day before, about how the media deceives by putting out the same types of information. They'll put like people with face tattoos that did some assault. They won't put the crimes down 11%, you know, in the last couple of years. They'll make it seem like it's on the uptick because they have a narrative. They have a collective narrative that they push that is a lie. And so the more, apparently, what the investigator says, the more that you watch the news, the more misinformed you will be. So being informed requires a free press, and we don't currently have too much of that. There's another guy coming. Must not be the PIO, because he's not speaking. Looks like he got a sheriff's badge. So we got a multi-agency thing going on here. And nobody's really wearing a uniform where I can see their badges yet. There are some people down there gathered up. I don't like having to chase people down to talk. So they got this whole house here open, as you can see. They got the crime scene tape tied to block the whole front yard. Got this car involved and wrapped in crime scene tape. Little Toyota. And these are the police vehicles. If y'all want to know who that sheriff guy is, we can go get his information. It's publicly available. You have a right and duty to film the government at work and to document. It's constitutionally protected. Unit number 4302 from Travis County, state of Texas. I think we already got this one here. Well, let's see what the sheriff drove up in his personal vehicle here. Nancy David Paul, 0796. They all start to sound alike. Notice that there's lights under the dash here, but there's no dash cam. I didn't see him wearing a body cam. He's one of those guys that works in the dark. Definitely one of those guys that works in the dark. It's okay. I fully believe in police privacy and all government privacy. Government needs to be totally immune from your cell phone. You know what I mean? Totally immune.
Howdy. Hey, sir. They're doing an interview. Can I ask you to step away from them while they're
Right here?
that? Yeah.
Oh, sure. Is that the law?
Well, we don't want what victims are telling us to be.
There's a victim in the car?
There could be, yes.
There could be, or there is.
There could be.
So, can you tell me, is there a PIO going to be here so they can tell me what's going on? I'll have had a secrecy so
No, but
far.
I can't have them call you. Who are you with?
I'm with the Challenger Street newspaper. I'm also a freelance.
Okay.
I'm a stringer, so I work for all, like, you name a
Okay.
network and I work
Stringer.
for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can call it PIO.
Okay. I'll probably take some stringer video here in a second. B-roll. You know, B-roll?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know what B-roll is.
So what all agencies are here? You're Travis County Sheriff?
Travis County Sheriff's Office.
Are we in Williamson or Travis County?
We're in Travis County.
We're still in Travis? Okay. I wasn't sure. So we got sheriff, looks like sheriff's office, the county guys. They're really not used to much, to tell you the truth. Billy Jack's getting in his car over there. I'm just gonna call people by assume names until they give me their real names. I was actually trying to walk by there, but he wanted to stop me from walking. Billy Jack's getting his bulletproof vest with him, keeping him warm, so he's gonna get his matching cosplay green jacket on. So if like they're in a forest full of moss, they'll fit in with the gnomes. That'll be their camouflage. They're all done with the interview. I don't think victim services really helps people. But APD and the Travis County Sheriff's Department have totally different things going on. I really haven't seen Travis County Sheriff's Department do too much lately. They go after the homeless in the country. They answer to calls in the country, outside city limits. Beyond that, the jails. They kill people and torture people in jails. A bunch of sociopaths in the jails. And this guy looks like APD, though. I recognize him. I do recognize him. Anybody else recognize that cop? Can you put him in the facial recognition software? Go ahead and get a drop, data drop on him. So I imagine it was some kind of warrant. I mean, it could have been something else. The last one I think I went to, it was multi-agency, including the FBI. It was some kind of, I don't know, drug warrant, some low-level warrant. They weren't going after Hispanic male for, and he was inside his apartment and was scared to come out. They chainsawed the fence down, the gate. I think they threw tear gas in there. They did a bunch of stuff. So there's no reason for me to stand back. So he called in for a PIO. Let's see if one shows. I doubt it. Oh yeah? For what? Because I'm filming or what?
No, because they're going to be doing work and I don't know where all the places are going to work.
Can you tell me what happened?
I have no information for you. If you go behind this van for me, please.
Behind the van?
Yes, sir.
So are you going to do this whole area here?
So I'm not going to run the tape all the way across.
Okay.
Because I figure if I just warn you, don't go around the tape, you'll understand and you'll follow.
I mean, the purpose of the tape is everything inside the tape. You always work for the sheriff department? Do you ever work for APD? Did you ever work for APD?
I'm not going to talk about my career with you, sir. There's no reason for an interview right now.
You don't want to interview?
No, sir. I'm not in an interviewing mood.
You're shy?
No, I wouldn't say shy. I would just say...
not manly enough to handle the truth?
No, that has nothing to do
Is
with
it some kind of secret thing?
No.
You know, I would tell you if I worked for the APD. I can tell you right now I haven't.
That's good.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Shy away. These cops are ridiculous. So because I'm filming, they've extended their perimeter. And now they're laughing about how they tried to avoid questions. So the whole thing is just avoidance. And the cops lie for a living. That's why I like talking to them. Because they basically, not lie for a living, but they're sociopathic, psychopathic monsters that lie. The one thing I've learned, especially in the last few months for the Nazi Weiler and some of these other cops, is they lie. Tuminelli, lie. What's his name? Oh, who's the other one? Oh man, Petrie, Spees, who's now fired, lies. He got caught lying too. The Austin Police Association said he didn't lie, but his record says he does lie. And actually in my federal lawsuit says he perjured himself to arrest me for playing music. Petrie was with him. Pieroni was with him. I forget what other cops were with him. There's like several cops there. Lying. That's just to arrest somebody for playing music about police abuse. Because that was in Austin, the live music capital of the world. Unlike Pfluegerville. Pfluegerville is known for being a place that you can't pronounce or spell. I think that's their moniker. I don't think I'm going to talk to you about my work history. I'm not in the mood. It's interesting that these cops are in moods. Is it their psych meds that they're having a problem with? Well, this car right here is up to surveillance now. So, like I said, it's Nancy David Paul 0796. It's that sheriff. Nobody's answering any questions here. Let's see, what's he got here? Got him some kind of scan things. Anything else we need to know about? Got him a lot of hot caffeinated, carbonated, high fructose drinks. We know he's not a health nut. Probably got colon cancer or something, prostate cancer. You gotta live your life clean, man, you know, if you wanna survive. A lot of glare. This is totally blacked. Yeah. So there's nothing preventing someone from going over there. Their tape doesn't work that way. That's not how tape works. It's not imaginary. I know that the APD tried to testify. APD Lieutenant Misi and Yarger tried to testify that that it's all loosey-goosey and they can make it up as they go. But that's not how the law works. You can't just assume that there's a crime scene where there's no crime scene. You can't just put up a crime scene to block people from filming. You know, you can't do that. And if I was more of an asshole, I'd take their fake crime scene shit down, but I'm in a fairly good mood today. I'm being mellow, not being chill, not gonna ruffle too many of these cops' feathers, but they're having a heyday over there. They're just having a heyday. I'd love to see them in a better venue where they can lose that attitude. Now they're hiding from the camera, literally finding a place to hide. So they don't have a crime scene over here. We've been through this before where there's no real crime scene. They just violate your rights to film as press. Told him he's number one. I'll give a little feedback on occasion. If they give me any more trouble, I'm gonna put them on 360. Yeah, he looks like he used to work for APD. He probably got fired and moved to the sheriff's department. That's what a lot of them do. They move to a sheriff's department or another agency when they get fired. Because these fucking agencies don't give a fuck about honor. They don't give a fuck about the law enforcement principles. They don't give a fuck about, you know, damaging the reputation of their profession. They just want to get bad people in there that'll follow orders and hurt people. That's mainly the main goal, is to get bad order followers that will just go in there and hurt people and kill minorities. Because you got to understand, the government wants to kill minorities. The government wants to get rid of poor people. And if people die in the cold tonight, they don't care. It's going to be 34 tonight. Maybe even lower in some places. The government's not going to send anybody out there. There's people, I went out yesterday morning, and there was people all over the place walking on the street with blankets, laying down with blankets. They would have nothing, and they're literally suffering. People in shorts and in wheelchairs. I saw a person behind a fence trying to block the wind in a pair of shorts. People just freezing uncomfortable. These people put on an extra jacket. They're okay because you paid for all that. But what you should be spending your money on is social services. You should decommission the police, like this clown here. There's another one showed up. Another one showed up. I'll get his stuff through in a minute. There he goes. Got his little book. They got a little notebook. Doopa-doopa-doopa-doopa-doopa-doo. Doopa-doopa-doop. Terrorizing society. Let's go take a look at his car. No. I'm out here by myself. I don't know where this Reporte, whatever the hell is at, but I'm out here by myself. I can get a better view if I just take off around that fence. I might just do that. Nancy David Paul 0740. Did I already get this one? I don't feel like I didn't. There's your little energy coffee container thing. I don't know if y'all can see that. Got his sunglasses in there. Non-exempt plates, personal vehicle. But he's still got lights on there. Hybrid. He's got him a hybrid. Oh, good for you. Ford hybrid. Good for you. I didn't know Ford made a hybrid. Guess I'm out of the loop.
My supervisor talked with the PIO.
Oh, are you a PIO?
Huh?
Are you the PIO?
I'm not a PIO.
Okay.
I'm a detective.
All right.
My supervisor,
Okay.
you talked to, spoke with the PIO. They're not going to give any statements, but if you go to the website and contact them, they may give you a call there, but they're not going to make a statement at this time.
So we don't know what happened here?
No,
Only y'all know?
It's still an ongoing investigation, so that's all I can say.
I mean,
All right?
that's still a violation of your oath. That you have a duty to protect the Constitution.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay, thanks, Oathbreaker. What's your name, Oathbreaker? You got a name and an ID? Okay, thank you for not identifying. I'm sure your policy doesn't have any identification requirements. So we met some bad cops today in the Travis County Sheriff's Department. I've met lots of them in jail. They're all a bunch of terrorist scumbags. They all work together. I've never seen one sheriff uphold the law. Not one. In fact, they told me that you don't have constitutional rights in jail. You don't even have the First Amendment. That's what they said. That's what they told me before they put me in isolation for speaking up when they were beating up somebody, torturing somebody. They torture people to death. I don't even know if you watch that show Busted, or one of those jail shows. Actually, they show what they do in there, and if you have any criticism at all, any kind of heart at all, you'll realize that's not really legal what they do to people. They put all sorts of people in chairs and all this, put things over their head and beat them up and gang up on them. Yeah, these are our cops that don't want to talk. These are our cars, like you said. They don't want to talk. They don't want any accountability. You can go up to the sheriff's website. It's Travis County Sheriff's Office. It's probably tcso.org or something like that. TCSO. Yeah, did I say that right? TCSO. I always get it backwards. But yeah, you can go look them up. Let us know. Post a link or something in any news articles. This may be the only news of this you hear. And so what's been going on is they've been doing these raids, these quasi-governmental, multi-agency ICE raid type things all over this area, all over Texas, all over the United States. And they're in and out usually pretty fast, so you can't catch them. This time, they're hanging out. We don't know if ICE was here. We don't know really anything about what happened. And when I try to gather the information, they say, "Oh, we're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna do a press release. But what we're gonna do is put this piece of shit, crappy fuck ass tape right here to try to keep you from filming." But there's nothing that I could film. That there's not. What is it that they're trying to hide? Is the question. What exactly do they not want you, the public, to see when they spend your money and use your authority? These are all our cops. These are all our guns. These are all our cop cars. We own all this shit. This is taxpayer funded. That's what all this is. Their salaries are taxpayer funded. Their insurance, their health benefits, all that shit's taxpayer funded. And they don't want you to know what the hell's going on? Well, isn't that special? Mistaken Bacon doesn't have that right to hide information. That's the problem with this. They don't have a right. I'll still be standing here recording. If that hurts your butt, tough shit. I'll be recording all I want to. Be a damn shame if someone dropped a drone on your ass, huh? Where is my friend with his drones? Bring your drones. So they probably batter down the door, all sorts of shit. Probably what they're taking pictures of is their damage that they did. But most of it won't even make it to court. Most people just plea out because they get stonewalled. Well, we can't tell you anything. It's an investigation, kind of dumb shit. He's pulling out some more of his tape, thin blue line tape. Maybe he's going to make a G-string for all of them so they can romp around in their Mistaken Bacon cosplay outfits. All you need is a bulletproof gun and some police tape around your jock, and then you're good. You're safe, bro. Man, because I don't have to tell you no. I'm not in the mood. I ain't in the mood. Fucking retrobates. Fucking retrobates. They make me sick. Is he gonna come tell me his name and ID? hope he gets butthurt even more. Still filming, ass lick, right here. Oath breaker. Mistaken bacon. Still filming. There's your victim. Supposedly it's an older white woman. Karen. No tacos for you. You need to lose some weight. No tacos for you. True that. It wasn't the same sheriff's department, but yeah, they're all a bunch of cowards. They're really into cosplay. They're really overprotected and soft. The Russian police aren't soft like this, let's put it that way. They think they're all hard and they can hurt everybody. First time they hear a firecracker, they run and piss them their pants. So, you know, they've got this community on basically on lockdown. People that are over here can't even get in their homes or leave their homes or whatever it is. For what? Are they really investigating? They taking pictures inside of a house? Then they don't need to crime scene the whole street. Unless it's Reporte Austin was here and they made one crime scene. Then Lizzardo Giganticus, a huge fucking pain in the police's ass, shows up and they say, oh, he asked for a PIO. He said he's got credentialed press, la la la. So let's get a bigger crime scene here. Let's attach it to this right here, this crap right here. So they moved her into the other police car. Oh no, they moved her back into that car that they have taped up. I don't know what they're doing to her, but they'll probably end up arresting the victim like the way cops always do. They victimize everybody. No matter what cops do, they're victimizing somebody, if not everybody. The only people that can't be a victim are they'll say they're a victim if they beat somebody up, that they broke their, you know, they broke their skin, the knuckles off someone's head when they killed them or something like that. They always claim to be injured when they're not, but they're really a bunch of big puss droplets. I mean, all these bad cops makes me really want more abortions. I think that that some of these people would have been better not to have been here, because they couldn't make good choices in life on how to help people, not hurt people. I think that yeah. Greg Abbott too. He should have been aborted. Dan Patrick should have been aborted. Ken Paxton should have been aborted. Makes me believe in the morning after pill and preventatives for bad people to not become cops. Oh my God, we don't need any more bad cops. People with ethics would never do this work. You couldn't get me to do it. They're so ashamed that they won't even mention what's going on. See, there's someone down on the other side. Na, 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 na. All right, you want to see this crime scene expand, y'all? Watch this. I'll be back. Oh, I got to get some B-roll. Sorry. I got to get some B-roll here. There's somebody filming in this field. He's not dressed like sheriffs. So you can be there and I can't. Is that what the truth is? You can be there and I can't. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'll be right back, y'all. Watch this. Okay, so that didn't work. I thought there was another way in. I think there's a circle at the end of that drive. And I don't know where people are coming from, to tell you the truth. I don't know how people are going to get out. It seems like a dead end. I was trying to get around to the other side where I could film the part that they don't want me to be where they're at, because they don't want to be identified. They don't want to be held transparent. The only government that does not want to be held transparent and that does not want to be held accountable is a corrupt government. That's your sign right there. That's all you need to know. I don't really know what's going on, but there's something that they're afraid of. Is it the general public? Is it the general media? The general free market? I mean, the free press? Or is there something else specific that they're trying to hide that they did today? We'll never know, possibly. As long as they can keep that secret. So, we're gonna go over here. This is Sarah Creek Drive. Can't even say it. Sarah Creek Drive. I'm out of my element up here. This is not my normal zone of influence. Not my normal recording area. But it's actually Iberville Road off Sarah Creek at FM 1825. Or is it 75? 1825. Sarah's Creek Drive. It's still down there. I don't know where that other person is. If that other person was a filmer or what. But they were taking wide-angle views. In fact, there's still people down there. It's cool. I'm going to go around here. I don't like being taped in and harassed at all. That's not my thing. They know that. That's why they do it. They're trying to trigger me because I'm a First Amendment warrior. Because I believe that the people should have rights. Whether there's a constitution that works or not, we should have rights. And that the only way we're going to have rights is flex and exercise our rights. And know our rights. Number one, you can't flex and exercise what you don't know. But I know that they don't want to touch me in my camera. That they know that that'll cause problems since I'm the type of person who will litigate. That's proven. They know who I am. Hell, I know who I am. Do you know who I am? I don't know who I am. I'm ether. You cannot grasp the air with your hand. It will just go through your fingers. That's ether. So we're walking down 1825 here, going whatever bound. I would say westbound. I'm a little turned around. I came through neighborhoods to get here. Oh, there's an egg. There's an egg. I don't know why. There's a chicken egg. I don't know why. People throwing things over their fence. Alright, we're almost there. You'll see the open fence. They'll see me for sure. Eventually. Oh, look at this. Dang, dog. That's a mess. That's a mess. What, DPS run over another telephone pole and hide it? The other thing is, I've been noticing DPS has been killing people and the news won't cover it. I covered it, I pushed it through the stringer, and they told them to market it, and they told me, oh yeah, we'll get right on that. And then the media didn't want it. So I can film here without issue, because they won't even see me. Watch. Bloop. Alrighty, that was good. Alrighty, that was good. Got me a little B-roll there. Come down here. Having a good old time down there. But they're all looking. They're all looking. Good for them. Good for them. They're all observant. Yeah, you can't really constrict me now. There's no crime scene tape. There's nothing you can tell me to keep me from filming. You can't move me back. You can't do shit. Can't do a damn thing to me. Legally. Maybe we can get a view of that front door. It's open. Any other damages to that house there? Y'all see any damages? All right, I'm gonna do some B-roll, y'all. Hold on. All right, we got some good video there. Good B-roll. Someone asked me what B-roll stands for. I guess I'd have to ask what A-roll stands for. What's going on there? It's like it switched camera lenses. So right now they can't see my body, they can only see my arm and my camera. And that makes them nervous because they want to know where we are at all times. They want to protect, they want to defend themselves against accountability and transparency. They don't want that happening from behind a fence. And they don't want to be paranoid. What I call is electric consciousness. It's something I learned from electronic consciousness. It's something I learned from We Cop Watch, from David. Yeah, basically, after Ferguson, they gave out 50 body cams. The police said, hey, we'll give them out for you to the community. They said, nah, we got this. So they gave out 50 body cams, and all of a sudden they didn't know if some guy, whoever, woman, kid, teenager, was filming them from anywhere. And it made the cops in Ferguson slow the roll because they didn't know if they'd be recorded doing all the dirty racist Klan Nazi bullshit that they do to the black community there. The type of stuff that killed Mike Brown was after the Mike Brown uprising. And so, the fact that the cops slow down when they think they're being recorded, the cops do less harm to the community when they think they'll be being recorded, it tells me that it's not their consciousness that messes with them, it's their paranoia conscious, their electronic consciousness. If they think there's any electronic surveillance of them, which there always is, they're worried. And there's always electronic surveillance. When they shot Mike Ramos, there was people recording. When they shot Rajan Moon Singh, there was people recording. I'm sorry. Who am I thinking of? Alexander Gonzalez, there was people filming. I think they should put a crime scene around the truth. Just make a box, put the truth in it, and just put a crime scene around the whole thing. What do you say to that? Oh. Right there, baby. I'm gonna pull out my other camera. It's time to pull out another camera. I still got a couple of cameras I haven't pulled out. Pull out another camera. Time for the camcorder with a better zoom. It's HD, but not 4K. I want to buy me a 4K camera. I need a nice, I don't know, Sony knife. I know which one I want. The same one Mike Blue Hair used to film with. I think it's still current. And it's got night vision. what a huge waste of taxpayer dollars. These cops aren't doing anything. All they're doing is violating the Constitution at this point. They aren't doing anything productive, not a thing. But I noticed that car's gone. The victim in her car is gone. Whoever she was, or whatever that was about. Just a few years ago, one of these Travis County ex-sheriff's deputies shot his daughter and her fiance in cold blood in the middle of the street in a rich neighborhood in northwest Austin, in the Arboretum. They found him later walking down Manor with his gun on him, walking down the side of the road, the side of the highway, far away. Nobody knows how he got there, what he was doing, but these cops are dangerous. The cops are psychologically, medically dangerous. They're on all sorts of fucking legal and illegal drugs. Psychotropic drugs, psych meds. They should not be trusted with a gun. And the main thing is their egos. Their egos that they think that they can lie to the public. They think that they can prevent people from filming. They think that they can do this, that, and the other. That's fucking ridiculous. These cops are fucking ridiculous. As you can see, they're up inside the house doing stuff right now with crime scene people. I'm kind of confused why the garage door is not open. But hey, it's not my scene. It's a mistaken bacon scene. Yeah, I mean, if there was DEI, the police would have been defunded already because they don't protect society. They don't do anything useful. And who's going to protect us from them? I know a lady who swallowed a fly, then she swallowed a spider because she had swallowed a fly, then she swallowed a bird because she swallowed a spider, whatever. She ate a T-Rex because she swallowed a bird. This is what the police have become. We started off with this slave patrol thing where they were to capture free black men and return them to plantations and return them into slavery even after emancipation. And still, it's what they do today is basically look for minorities and the boogeymen, but they waste all your tax money doing it and they ruin your society. Yeah. the best way to keep people from robbing other people is to take care of people's needs. Best way to keep people from hurting other people is to have social services like mental health and counseling and marriage counseling, relationship and family counseling, and all these types of things that we can't have because the system's not designed for that. The system's designed for a carceral police state that only wastes your tax money by the billions. And they end up turning this stuff into profits for themselves and for the privatized prison system. So that's not a solution. They're not solution oriented. Give you the view there. So these guys aren't doing anything right now. Supposedly they're perimeter, you know, to protect the perimeter from people with cameras. But who's watching the ones doing the investigation to make sure that they're not tampering with evidence or planting evidence or destroying evidence? Who's watching that? They all work for the same agency. There's no independent agency here right now. In 2026, what do you want to see? You want to see more government waste and abuse and fraud? More felons in green, felons in blue, felons in black, felons in tan? Or do you want to see something better for society than these tax parasites? And these are the things that we need to be talking about, is what that funding looks like. I know you can't cut the funding, but I mean, we can do a no confidence. We can get rid of everybody in government if they won't let us cut the funding. We can get rid of all of them, cut all their funding. In fact, the worst thing that can happen is the government refunding itself after a shutdown. Just shut down. Let other people take over the national forests and stuff. But we don't need FBI, CIA, OSI, OSS, NSA, you name it. We don't need all that bullshit. Watching people blackmailing politicians with their computer data. Could be that they ordered their P. Diddy sauce and then nobody got their P. Diddy sauce for Christmas. I don't know. I can't say. I can say that they pissed me off with that tape bullshit. They pissed me off by not identifying themselves. I can say that much. They're also up there in that room, I believe, upstairs. Get my dancing monkeys, make sure I get their feet, all their dancing moves, fancy dancing moves. All that coffee, someone's got to pee. Someone has pulled up. It looks like a resident, possibly. Trying to talk to the cops, see if he can come home or not. Probably not. He's going to his post office, to his mailbox. Got the mailbox security, went past the police tape. So they're not really serious about their crime scene. Anybody can come in as long as you're not filming. Figures. Yeah, domestic terrorists doing whatever they want with your money. Something smells good out here. Is it bacon? Is that mistaken bacon I smell? No, it smells like Asian food actually. Let me see what I'm smelling. Las Consuelas is over here. These assholes are wasting my time. No. Ain't nothing going on. They're not doing shit. They ain't about shit. I think we documented that pretty well. Alright, y'all, this is the scene. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cops here. At least. If not, I think there's another one with crime scene. Some are in personal vehicles. Some of their personal vehicles are decked out like they're actual police cars, and they're not. Yeah. So, there's your power tripping pigs. That's my compliment to all of them in their language. I just want to have cross species communication, because these cops are not human beings. Human beings wouldn't do this. People with ethics and morality, ethics and an oath, sworn oath, would not go and do most of what those people just did. Refusing no ID, violation of policy, could be a constitutional violation. Refusing to allow constitutionally protected press from filming, yeah, that's also a big one. So, yeah, oath breakers. They wonder why cops are hated so much. It's because they don't want to follow the law. But they hate you if you cross across the road while filming. They hate you if you are on your cell phone while driving, or you don't wear your seatbelt. They hate you. They hate you if you smoke a blunt. They hate you if you listen to loud music. If you got too much bass or too much trouble, they hate you. They hate you if you're too free. Like they said in Easy Rider, they'll kill you for looking like you're free. They can make it look easy, because you're not supposed to be free in America. Only the rich are supposed to be free. Only the government's supposed to be free. Only the politicians and their war dogs are supposed to be free. So you're pushing the limits when you're free. When you exercise your rights, you're pushing their limits, because their limits are fascism. Their limits are the limits that the domestic terrorists will control you. That these domestic terrorists will control your ass. That's what their limits are. There's a speed limit on your freedom, is what I'm saying. You're not free unless they tell you you're free. And that's the problem. They shouldn't be free unless you tell them. In a true democracy, the power of the individual is trumps the president. It's supposed to be above the president. In a true democratic republic, the individual is supposed to retain all rights. And that's not what we have here. Certainly there was violations of the 4th, 14th, and 8th Amendment right there that probably led up to this incident we're filming. We don't know what all agencies are involved. We know Travis County Sheriff's Office is involved. I think APD was involved, but I'm not really sure. And we're done filming right now. I think I might do a little filming here in a second. I'll let y'all know. Okay, y'all, word on the streets is that there was a man that stabbed his girlfriend and then went into the house and hid. They say barricaded, but that didn't really mean anything. It's funny how the police have these words. You know what a barricade is? It's a physical structure that you put up. You drag it out there or whatever. You bring it in with machinery, fill up with water. That's a barricade. When you go in your house and you're hiding from the government trying to kill you, that's just self-defense. So whatever. So supposedly she survived. Supposedly allegedly a man stabbed his girlfriend. That elder woman there, I don't believe was stabbed. I don't know, maybe that was his girlfriend, I don't know, but there was an elder lady there with the fatty pants, like, you know, like upper looking pants, old people pants, that was in that car. That was a witness or something that they wouldn't let me film. I'm sure I did film her. You can see her in the videos, but I don't know who's who when I show up. That's why I have to ask questions, and if the police don't answer questions, I got to go ask the streets. And the streets, that's what they told me, and so we have a better idea of what happened than what the government's going to release. The government doesn't have a right to prevent you from knowing what they're doing. They need to work transparently, and there's nothing about telling us what the general qualities of the incident are, the general properties of the incident, the general what do I want to call it, the generalities of the incident. There's nothing about that that's going to interrupt their investigation. In fact, it's a duty that they report to the public, and the fact that they don't report to the public is hilarious. And I think that's the real film.
Wait.
It's not what they did, it's what they don't do. But we're here at Sarah's Creek right here. Sarah's Creek Development Complex. And that's what's going on, y'all. Just want to give you an update. Check in a minute. I think I might have something more for you.